Hi to Niger.
Yeah, thanks for having me. EVA, is it EVA? I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Um,
Ivie. It's Ivie.
EVA, a do name now. Um,
Yes.
nice one, nice one. Um, yeah, regarding the video, that's the main topic about the chocolate. Um,
Mm,
they seem to be quite fascinated with us for some. I don't even understand it sometimes. Maybe because we are their parent race or something like that. Who knows? Um, but however, I am of the opinion these days that racism is for the weak. That's is only directed towards the weak people. Because
mm,
they were once racist towards the Chinese, but these days you don't see them messing about with the Chinese anymore. And even Indians, they are beginning to respect Indians. So I feel like we have not. Our problem is more inward. We need to take care of ourselves. Um,
mm-hmm.
if a parent has a child, nobody needs to tell that parent that they need to care for their child. But our leaders and maybe even our societies, they seem to be asleep to their responsibility to protect themselves and ensure they have their own place in this world. Um, my suspicion of why this is happening is because of the way we gained the colonial era. That's as we know it ended because there was no break. It was more of a continuity, really, um, because after the slavery and colonization, they handed over power to our elite class. Remember, those elite class were still the ones that sold our people into slavery, and then they had about 3 to 4 generations to groom them, to serve them, and then handed power to them. And these leaders, if you look at how they behave like we are an extension of the Western powers. They don't see us as an independent people. Almost universally in the sub-Saharan Africa, they behave the same way. Um, if you look at the countries that don't behave like that, like Zimbabwe and South Africa, they are the ones that really fought the colonizers when they were around, and they fought for their independence, got it, and then they were a little bit more aggressive towards them. The same thing with Algeria, but we didn't. We just basically negotiated with them, and they gave us the keys, and we thought we are free, but in reality, our leaders are serving them. Um, One thing I saw recently that even indicates this is if you look at the governor's house in Kaduna when they rescued the children recently, they
Mm.
had the list of governors on the wall, and it continued onto the colonial period. They had white men on the wall
On the
as
wall.
governor. Yeah. So, and I've always said that our leaders are caretakers. They are not ruling us as a free people.
Of course.
And if they are not doing that as a free people, this is why we are where we are. It's at the core of our problem. Because Fela saw this a long time ago when he sang about it, that we are free, but we've not freed ourselves. Um, our people haven't broken out of the control of outsiders. And that is at the core of our problem. In a way, this is one of the reasons why I appreciate your videos that you upload, because you tend to go to the core of the problem, not necessarily worrying about the people too much. The video you made about our us not having our own language, the one you made about our hair, those things are very important because it's in pointing to the fact that we ourselves haven't asked ourselves what we truly want from this world. Um, you know how you have, in Nigeria they call them model and stuff like that. You have them at home. They don't pay the rent. They don't pay for security. They don't pay for anything. They just serve. And that's how our nations are. We just serve. We are there to serve. Was it not Tinubu that said the other day, the jackpot thing that we are doing, that it's not a problem, that the people should go, that if they will train more, that if they need more people, we will supply them more people. So if your president can be able to say that in 2024, and that Tinubu name, Madam Tinubu is, there's a connection to it, and I feel like these people haven't woken up to their responsibilities. They train our people to go and serve other people. They don't train our people to develop their country and for us to actually be a free people, so that the Igbo people are not going to be kicking us all over the place. Do I blame Igbo people for what they are doing? Why? Why should I blame them? They are doing what they are doing for their people. They don't care about us. It's not their responsibility to care for us. If anything, we should be like them, care for our own people first. Because if we were caring for our own people, we won't be in this mess. We see, EVA, our people, their sin is that we didn't value life. We were selling human beings like donkeys. We sold them until today. The same upper class have not changed that mindset. They are willing to trade our people to go and work in America. They will be so proud. Haven't you heard about our diaspora commissioner? I think Abike Dabiri. She's always proud about Nigerians doing very well overseas. It's like, why are you proud of them doing very well overseas? Your job is to make sure that they come back and build their country. Tap into them to build your country. But you know, they won't. And I've been complaining about this for a long time. I complain about security. But at the core of it is because our people haven't collected themselves back. They've not, it kind of separated themselves from the colonizers. Many of them call them colonial masters till today. Something that I feel sorry for Igbo children. Igbo people, they don't even know what that means anymore, and they will see a grown African man calling them masters. But that is the fact of our lives, and for us to change, this type of work you are doing is vital. And people don't like me. You can't believe how many stuff I get when I tell some of our women, why do you like to wear this wig? Why can't you wear a wig? Even if you're wearing a wig, wear an African kind of wig that makes it look like you're who you are. Is there any, because it's costing us a lot of money. We are just giving it to Igbo people. I think Nigeria spends $1 billion importing wigs. It's like, why that wig? Do you know how much you can use it to get a private tuition for your child? They spend $1,000 buying one hair. You can use that, get private tuition, and get your child to be far more learned, not just educated, actually understand what matters to their people. So I can go on about this for ages. I've talked about a lot of all these things, this thing there before. The list is endless. It's endless. If we start talking about all the issues, all the things our people need to correct, and I think the Nigerian space, they need to hear it, because the Nigerian space, they don't hear enough of this. They don't hear enough of people like you show up on panels to talk about this type of issues. I don't know if you are willing. I don't know whether I'm sure you've heard of Dr. Damages. If you can come there for an interview, that would be good, because they have a lot of people watching, and you will see how they will come at you if you say some of the things you say sometimes. So that is what I think anyway. I feel like racism is only there for people that are weak. If we fix ourselves, all these people, they will be dancing around us, they will be dancing in our hands.